I don't like that screen. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. That's a fun little wave ride. Hmm. Fun ride. Fun ride. What's happening, guys? So we get a little pivot rejection here on the ES. Actually, like this, probably around the swing low. Let's put it exactly right there. Let's see if anybody's here. You may hear. Hey, what's up, Mullet Mania? There we go. Pivot rejection. Boom. Shaka laka laka boom. This is a fun little ride. It ticked me out on the stop there, and then I had to get back in on that pivot rejection. It's the only thing I could do there. Went and grabbed my stop. Just barely got it. Here we go. Off to the races, I guess. I'd like to see a little bit of a rally. Give me another contract here on the M&Q. ES. Can't do anything about this. Just got to stay here until it gets lower. We probably could get down to. Let's take a look at this. Let's see where we could probably get down to. Oh, come on. Gunter, what's up? All right. Got trades going everywhere. You right. I like it. Printing up some stuff here on the MES. Got a few contracts filled. Did this about 3 or 4 times. I well over that one little loss this morning, or those 2 losses. Way over those things. A ting of the past. Thing of the past. Got to do it. What's love got to do? Got to do. The water's so nice today. I'm gonna leave that open. I think they can see me just fine. Hey, we're gonna stay in that. Let's see if we can leave this open. Look at the water. Well, if we can get the NQ below its pivot. Fun little ride. Fun little ride. What up, homie? Oh no. Dang. I'm so sorry, man. That's tough. That's a tough. Dang, that sucks. Feel bad for you. I do. I really do feel bad for you, man. Sorry. That almost teared me up just thinking about it. Dang, man. Well, get back with your fam here. Let us go through it. Yeah. Dang, dude. Let's get back to being family here. Gunter, oh, good day. Michael, what's up? You got me. All right. This thing's gonna run and get my target on that. I'm only gonna get one MES contract on this afternoon before we take off to the south side. Where's he going? Hey, there he is. Say something again. I think you're either your mic's. Yeah. Um, mm-mm, mm-mm. Yes, sir. Um, all right. So I'm gonna try to get another contract, maybe down here on the M&Q. Try to find something. Maybe I can get another contract on the MES at the next level down. Maybe around 32.75. I'll try to get another contract at around 32.75. I'll just call it 32, and then I'll try to do one. It's not coming back up here. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's not coming back. This thing's going. I kind of wanted to put one on now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, I'm gonna get deeper. I'm gonna get another one deep here in the M&Q, and then I'm gonna try to add one there. It's not coming back, but that would put me 5 deep. I'd be good with being 5 deep. But I think it's just gonna go take me now that we're below the pivot again. All right, let's look and see where she go. Kevin, what's up, bud? Kevin J's in the house. All right, where do we need to go here? Let me double check this real quick. I think we can just stay on the tick chart. On the ES, we got the low of the day from earlier this morning around 11:15. But with the momentum we got now, I don't see that stopping. Might need to go to a higher time frame here. New stop on the ES here. 30.75. New stop. Or is it? What was that low? Sorry. I'm trying to manage 3 different trades at the same time here, y'all. I might as well pull my MES over here as well. So, scooch me. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's do this one more time. So we had a low of, should be a pretty easy little target down here around 20. Let me call that 20. I'm trying to take one off here, I guess. 1950. Then stop on this ES trade. Leave this guy over here so we can do that. And quiet today. What's up, Rusty? Quiet, just hanging out. Give me another contract. They did pretty good. $360 here in a few minutes. The ES should turn around here in a second, go back down. Would I want to get another contract here? I don't think so. I think I wanted to test a pivot. And was it around 20 was the prior low. See, we get in 37. So we could technically lock in a runner at 27, 50, 27, 27 even. Not going to do that though. I will go a couple more ticks down on stop. 29 even. A little bit of somewhat of a runner status there. I still got my one contract here on the M and Q. Let's go up to our other time frames and see where we need to go with this on the NQ. You would have thought that we put the lows in for the day already, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, which is fine with me. I mean, realistically, we get past these lows, we should see continued selling. I'm trying to look back to see if I see anything that stands out, but yeah, I mean, we've only got really one day that held it up. Everything else is sold since we've gotten up here. So let's see a nice little rally to sell. That'd be cool. Maybe I'll take. I'm not gonna get any deeper on this ES. I'm gonna put that back there. Leave it behind the pivot for now until it tells me that it wants to go down. You got a little bit of a double bottom here, so I kind of need to use this lower stop here, 2750. That's got pretty much a runner locked in on that. Tried to form a double bottom on the NQ as well. It looks like. Yeah, that's how we do it. You guys doing any of this? Anybody out there doing any of this? You guys doing any of it? Getting any of these shorts on? Oh, good. Good. Anybody else? You guys? MES short. Good job, Michael. All right. I mean, we've been showing that the MES can be a moneymaker, and the M&Q, obviously, we've been showing that on a regular basis. The M&Q can be a moneymaker. Stretch, just rocking out $1,000 days with the MES is crazy. He had his best month ever, best day ever, using a mix of MES and ES contracts. He never used the MES before. That's pretty cool, I think. So this should give us a little rally. This is where it rallied from before. I think it's pretty much the same spot on the NQ as well. Yeah, it's a little legged a little higher there on the NQ. Yeah, NQ got no new highs on the swings up. No new high here. Didn't make a new low here. We'll see if that happens now. Ooh, kept me in on the ES. Nice. Kept me in on the ES. Go get that target now. 1950. I did say I was going to put it at 20 though, didn't I? All right, this may be the push that pushes through now. Gives us new lows here. What did I say on the ES? It was 20 1475 was the original low, so 20 was what we were shooting for, right? Somewhere around this. Yeah, 1950, 20. Beautiful little trades here. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Boom, gone. If it stays below these levels, guys, we should see the selling start to ignite here. I'm fine with that contract being there now, and now I'm fine with looking to add another on the pullback on the MES here. Um, if we can break these lows, I'll add another contract on the let me leave this back behind the pivot on the ES. M and Q, just need it go down. Need it go down just a little bit further here, guys. Just a little bit further on the NQ, and I can start feeling I can add more on that. Because then, if we're looking back, you get below there, uh, below the original lows there. That's where we took a dive, just straight up the other day, uh, and it pushed down to where we started reversing on Friday. And then you have there's my marker at, and then you have the same stuff back here below that same level, uh, that 24.9, whatever it was I said earlier, below that same level, same thing, selling again. So that would be a fun afternoon if that happened. Let's see what else we have here. Back, look back in the past. Look left to stay right. How about that? Yeah, I mean, lots of selling going on here, and we are just above that reversal territory though as well. So just be aware of that. I'm trying not to get any deeper in this contracts. Got my stop on the ES. Got my stop. I don't want to go any deeper on the MES contracts. I'm just going to back this orders off. And don't want to be any deeper here on the NQ contracts. This should be a decent rally to look to sell on. All right. Nice big win here. Ooh. Dang it. That was a hard sell signal, guys, but it happened. I don't know. That was just it was a sell signal. I told you it was coming, but I didn't realize it was coming that fashion. I just turned right around and took off the other direction. MES, looking to get back in. That was it, Michael. You just missed your chance. Anybody grab that short? Anybody grab that short at all? I got late on it, but I still got 2 targets off. That was yes. Hey, D Nice, change your name to Dennis E. Dennis E. Good. Oh, Nick got it. Good. Michael. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. All right. Well, you're getting a little piece of something. 123 on the MES is not bad, dude. Not bad. I'm glad you're using MES too, Michael. Thanks. All right. Let me do some zones here real quick while we're looking at this stuff. Again, I keep looking back at this NQ. There's these levels here. This is a good level. Breaking this level though would mean we're gonna have some fun this afternoon on the downside. So I would expect I'm gonna leave that there just for now, just because it's been respecting it today. Mm, what is that? 3%. Michael. Uh, uh, uh. If we can get a little bit lower, this thing's gone. Just a little bit, just a hair lower. Oh well. It'll do what it do. It will do what it do. I think I'm just gonna go now that I'm so deep into this trade, I think I'm gonna put a stop in and let it break the level here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that with the MES and the M and Q. Oh no. Oh no. What just happened? Oh well, I guess it kind of did it for me, huh? At least it's in profits. It's just gone. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, Nick. That's why I wanted to put a stop in and leave my one position on, two positions, but um, I guess I accidentally turned the program off. Tripped the fuse. Tripped the fuse on the program. What? You snuck over here and laid next to me? Grace snuck over here and laid next to me. That's got to say something. How's my puppy, Nick? I know. I love that dog. Dang it. All right, let me try to get one more. Um, you know what? We're not missing that much. Let's let it break this level, and then the ride will start. It'll speed up some selling. How is Grace always right about that? What's she doing? Hello. This is gonna be the one that takes off too. Poor me. All right. I am personally going to try to sell the next rally on everything across the board, and I'm gonna do something crazy. Go to one NQ contract, and I'm gonna get me a short on that as well. Short when that's ready to go. Maybe two. Nah, do one. We'll do one. And I'll do the same thing on the ES. Get ready for that. And away we go. Get ready for the rally. All right. Every account's green now. Made up for my little blunder this morning. Hey, D-Nice back. Mm. 24, 6, 26. Wait, who's that? Who's this? Trading on tip. Trading on tilt. What's happening? Oh, you're on YouTube. Twenty-four, 6, 26. That'd be nice to see. It's got to break this low. If we get 24, be conservative here and shoot for 24, 700. If we break that low, that's a 200 point run on the NQ. I'd be down for that. I would take that in a heartbeat. Maybe a little double top here. Nice little run this afternoon. That was a nice little run on the downside, guys. That was nifty. Nifty. They tried to sneak it in on us at lunchtime, huh? Try to sneak it in on lunch. You're like, wait a minute. These Liberty people are going to lunch. We're going to start making moves now. They took their morning break. We're going to make some moves. I mean, literally. A couple of the biggest swings of the day right when we stepped away. This might look like the one that I might want to sell here. Oop, close that. Let me put my ATM back on. I'm going to try this one time, guys. I don't want to use that account because I just got a big runner in it. I'll use a different account. I'm going to take the risk. It's a bigger risk, but I'm doing it. On the short side here, the ES. There you go. Target's off. All right, that's what I wanted to see on the ES. I just a little late on that, but still guaranteed win trade. Got the double top on the NQ. Did not get in that in time. I should have got the on button on that, ready to go. There's your shorts. You guys grab it. That's a double top I wanted too. That was easy. That was easy. Where's my that was easy button? Let's see. Trading on tilt. Did you get that? All right, I'm gonna get ready to do these shorts again. If we break these lows here in a couple minutes, if we don't, I start thinking reversal on the M and Q here. I really wish I'd had that program didn't shut off on me, or I didn't accidentally shut it off. I'd still be in these shorts. I've gotten two more chances at those other contracts. Uh, yeah, three more on the NQ, on the M and Q, two more on the ES. Oh, flat. There we go. Now we just sit on our hands for a little bit. Mm-mm-mm. Gotta break the lows here. You guys want to talk about anything? You want me to teach something? Teach something? Preach something? Anything? Rest of you always have topics. What do you mean? You mean get off on some kind of topic? Huh? Yeah. Hey, are you far away from your mic? I'm having a hard time hearing you. Let's see here. Maybe I need to adjust my volume. Give me a second. Sound. Hold on. It should be. It's fine. All right. Um, so many different ways. So one of the things on setting up, I want to make sure I can get myself ready to be in this M and Q as well when it breaks that low there. And the ES. Again, what did I say on the ES? Oh, below 14, that's what it was. Okay, so below 14, I start shorting the ES again. 67.14, I'm gonna start shorting the ES again. So setting up. So there's a couple things when you're talking about setting up. Like this one, I wanted to see a double top. I want to see a double top. So that's the first leg of it. This is the second leg. When I say setting up, I start seeing things like these little rejection wicks, the smaller candles. Uh, that's the setting up part for like a double top. And then you get this nice little momentum candle, if you want to call it that, and typically try to get in on that next candle or somewhere on this next leg here. Another one, setting up. So again, setting up. So if I was looking to short rallies, which we should be looking to short rallies, I might want to be looking for what we call a small M and W or whatever. So that setting up means price comes up to whatever level you want to trade from, and then it stalls, maybe for 3 or 4 candles, and then it breaks down. That's the difference. That's a different setup, right? And then so what you see is, so even like this, I like this as the M trade. Um, what you want to start seeing is that when I say setting up, when it's setting up, it means you should be starting to anticipate the next candle going in your direction. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm either going to right. So let's just use this as an example. When I say setting up, I'm not looking at this candle. I'm waiting for this candle, this little green candle to stop and not do anything, to not go down, not go up, just stop. And then I say, then in my mind, at that candle, I'm saying, okay, this is setting up. And then the bonus is it came with two more rejection wicks, right? Right behind it. So as soon as this candle goes red, and even when it gets inside the HMA, that is baked, fully baked. So this is setting up right here. This is setting up. This is uh, a little extra icing on the cake with those indecision candles. And that is the finished setup with that red candle engulfing the whole structure. Huh? Yeah. You, big boys and girls. Yeah, that's it. N- Usually that's the case. Usually that is the case. When that happens and price just slows down and stops on a dime, then we're in chop right now. But so this is hard. This is a trade. This is a hard one to take. There's no structure to say, hey, price has stopped. It's just one candle in, legs out. Um, so this is not bad. Like I said, this earlier. Plus, this when I said this is setting up, every time you hear me say this is starting to set up, 9 times out of 10, you're seeing me look at these candles, stop, and get smaller. There you guys go. There's a good one. Thank you, Rusty. That's a good one for everybody. 9 times out of 10, when I say something setting up, I see my eyes are so well trained to see this candle stop and the next one stop. And I'm saying, okay, this is setting up, and so that's the setup for entering trades. But also, when you hear me say set, this is a funny one. This is setting up for a breakout. Does that mean you trade it? No, but it's starting to set up for the breakout now. What does that mean? Right, price is consolidated. Hmm. Yep. Uh, yeah, and it's about. Interestingly enough, it's probably going to be about 27 minutes after the low. Probably. So we're at 1308, 1309 plus 27 is like 36. So 1336, we should see a trade. Watch, that's magic, wizardry right there. Okay. All right, this is off to the races now. Let's get us some contracts on the short side here. I'm gonna try to do this short on the ES. I'd like to see here is I'd like to see a money line, retrace the money line. I don't think we're going to see that now. If this gets below 14, I'm ready to go. And what was it I gave you on the NQ? I think it was at 2950 again. 950 all day on the NQ. So if we say below 950 on the NQ, I'll go back into the MQ as well. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. So let's see. What time did I say? 1336, 1335, 1336, somewhere around that time. We should see setup happen. Could that set up? Yeah, indecision boxes. That's a good way to put it. Call them indecision boxes. So there's some that I would use that on. Dan, the double top here that I was talking about, I think it's a little big. I started doing that because it just resonated with people. That's just a lot to look at. But if you see this now, the other one over here, yes, the other one we were talking about, little indecision box. You draw it around it. Once it breaks out of it, boom, you got the trade. Same here. Is that what you're talking about? The ones back here, Dan? Break out of that. There's your trade. Yeah, yeah. Then that's what you do there. I started doing it this way because it's just resonating so well with people. Instead of talking through the price action, just saying draw a box around it. If you can draw a box around it and it breaks out of it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to make money. 9 times out of 10. You'll do it on a regular basis, put it that way. And that didn't hit me until after I started doing this price action stuff with the guys on the road, guys and gals. Um, just an easy way to look at it. Well, I thought we were going to be getting out of here soon. Oh, 1336, 1335, 1336. What we're looking for. Just look back through the ES chart one more time. Just keep myself busy when we're not doing anything trade wise. This has been pretty much a slow grind down since we left here on Friday. Other than that Globex push up, these have all been lower highs and lower lows. Now that you look at it like that, look at that. Huh? Interesting. Let's look at that on the NQ. Maybe they see. Maybe we're seeing the same thing there. No, well, I guess if you take out that Globex, that wasn't a lower high. Still similar trend though. Lower lows, lower high, lower lows, Globex, lower lows, lower high. Peaked lower on the lows, lower high. All right, so there you go. Yes. So the ideal situation, what I'll probably end up doing is putting some type of sell stop and then hoping it will bounce up so I can get a better fill price. So the thought would be now this is the thought on this one too. That's a good question actually. Let me look back at all this stuff back here around this level. Let's call it like 14ish. So you could really get anything if you're looking back at it like this. You'd like to see the bounce and get a sell signal. Let me tell you exactly what I'm looking for when I see it. Or you just get pure selling directly off that level. So, what would I be looking for? I'd be looking for the really straightforward on what we've been talking about. Dan, here you go. This is exactly what I'd look for. I'd look for price. So you say something? Let me use a smaller font. So I look for price to make this realistic to see for everybody. So what I'd look for is I look for price to come down here, and I'd like really like to see this kind of keep meandering its way down, and then I want to see it stop so we can do one of these things, draw the box around it. If that happens, then I probably would do a bear flag since I'm plenty green today on a breakout there. But the ideal situation is you like see it pump up here really fast, like shoot up to this level really fast, and then give you the same scenario. A couple candles, maybe 2 or 3 candles, some that look like the one we just talked about, maybe 4 candles that just stop in the same spot here. And then same thing. That would be the ideal trade right there. Give it a little running start to get through there. So that's what I'd be looking for. One of those two scenarios. Does that make sense? Answer your question. One of those two things. One of those two things. Okay, say that again. Hmm. Um, you're talking about just on the 77-26 bounces? Yeah, so I think the biggest thing is probably a function of the entry, timing wise. Um, you're probably getting in before it gets fully baked, meaning that again, this is probably a thing on the setups as well. Like find give me an example. Give me one today that you got stopped out on. That way I can give you a real life. Oh, we might be getting a push now. Ironically enough, Grace walks up. All right, let's start thinking about this. Grace walks up and we start making money trading on the short side. Did you find the trade? Okay, this was a decent little setup. Not quite overbought on stochastics, but for touch rule, money line, three candles, giving rejection wicks in a similar spot on the ES. Maybe we'll see it start to move here in a minute. We have an oh, awesome doof for longs too. No, I don't, Michael. No, I was going to try to train Nick's dog how to call long trades. Good old another golden retriever. We were originally going to try to train Tick Squeak, but she's still a little too crazy. Tick Squeak. Well, I thought that was going to be the one that pushed through. Did not do it. Still trying to find your trade. There was a sell signal. Maybe this is a little bit of a double top. I just got to get it out of this. It's got to get out of this. NQES got to get out of this area. I will take that one contract in Q at some point. It almost could think about the reversal here on the M&Q, guys. If that happened, that'd probably be a pretty decent little trade. Do reversal. Oh, it already did it. Dang. Shoot. We missed our reversal chance. Oh, wellsy. Still looking for the shorts, though. We could have gotten a little juice out of the reversal here. 16. Oh, man, that would have been a good one. All right, somewhere up in this area on the ES, we could possibly look for a short. The NQ looks like it's starting to push up now. Yep. That was the reversal, ladies and gents. That was it. Our zones work great today. Oh man, that would have been awesome on the reversal. Dang it. Hmm. Just reading something on Viking last names. Well, sugar britches. We totally should have taken that reversal anyway. Silly, silly, silly. All right. Oh well. I looked at it and I was like, man, this really does smell a lot like reversal territory now that we couldn't push through. And it was that the low came at the double bottom came at 1336 exactly. Exactly. All right, that's setting up for a sell signal. Push a little higher than I wanted it to, but yeah, that should continue. Maybe they really wanted the head of steam to push this thing lower. All right, that was the sell signal, just higher than I wanted it to be, guys. Did anybody get it? Set up nicely. Look at that. See, both NQES set up real nice for you. See, here's the setup right here. Mullet Mania. You see these prices moving up, and it just starts stalling out, stalls out. You get that little tiny candle there, and you could pretty much just kind of draw a box around this here. Same thing on the ES, minus that one wick, and then whichever one it broke out of first, you take the trade. There's your setup in real life setup. Well, I always talk about three different kind of you have like a candle that engulfs the entire structure. Um, so like an engulfing candle, what I call that you got on the ES here, a momentum candle, and the candle that just takes off from any part of the structure. And then the last one I like to look at is some kind of indecision candle that leaves like a hammer outside of the structure. Those three are the ones I really try to make my decision on. This one had kind of both to it, or really all three of them. You had the engulfing candle. It didn't really engulf everything, but it is kind of one. Then you had the hammer, and you had the momentum candle come right after it. So that gave you three signs that you should be in that short, which I did do. And I got it on the momentum candle. I got it right here on this at the very last tail end of that momentum candle, the candle that really started taking off. You should just be able to. Everybody has screen share privileges here. You should be able to. I'm gonna go down to the bottom of this last little structure here at 2850. Nobody got that? D nice, you get a piece of it? I bet D nice got a piece of it. I'm sure you did, right? D nice in the short. I'm sure she is. Let me see if I can see your screen. Cool. Let me detach this screen here and put it on the main screen so everybody, so I can see. Uh, so I can see it. Okay. Show me what you're looking at, buddy. Anybody else grab the short on that? It didn't. I mean, it came the way I drew it out, just in a different fashion. I was, yeah, D nice got it. Okay. Any guys? Dan, Kevin, Michael, Tom, Gunter? Nobody? What are you doing? Yeah. That's short. Which one? The one on that. So your stop got well, that's just gonna happen on that one. That's not a yeah, 'cause just you can do right click right there, right click, go to data series, scroll down to the bottom. It should say plot text and markers. All right, you got it then. Never mind. 2350 new stop on the ES. Now we've got to start thinking short again, guys. Here we broke that low. Hold on a second. Uh, Mullet mania. Let's see. We got below the lows we were talking about. 932. So we're gonna go back into these shorts. Okay, on the ES and the MNQ and the ES, MES. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get this set back up here. Okay, let me pull this target down because we should start selling to the downside now, at least to this level that I was talking about earlier. At 900, 24,900. Breaking 24,900 though, go down to 24,700, which would be fancy, fancy. I'm just gonna adjust some contracts way up here. Put them. They're not gonna get way up there, but let me fix my contracts real quick. Have them at the price levels that I want to have them at. I like that. That's fine for me. Probably would want to grab a couple contracts if it bounced back up here, but I don't think that's gonna happen either. So we'll have this at the top of this level, and there's two contracts there. And original target down here. So that should be pretty good right there. All right. Finally broke down. Oof. Took a while for that to happen. Okay. So the first trade that I'm looking at, those are both two shorts back to back, right? Okay. So the first one, that was what time was that? What Eastern time? Let me look on this chart. 12. You said 12 what now? 12:51. Mm, 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 and what was the premise of it? One. I'm not seeing the same thing as you on the NQ at 12:51. And that took off down there quick, didn't it? Well, I want to talk about it in front of everybody, but let's see here. Yeah, uh, I just don't understand why yours doesn't look the same as mine. 12:51. We got a new stop on the ES here, by the way. A lot going on right now. 714, 714, 75. New stop on the ES. I gotta get this MNQ back on here because it just went ahead and ran off on me, and try to get some more contracts down. Like I said, it pushed through there already as well. I don't want to get too heavy on contracts. I'm just going to do the same thing I did before. Stack some of these back up here, and I might want to get two there. So I'd take one more. I'd love to have one more here, and let it break back down through. Okay. All right. So you 1034. Yeah, that's where I want to be with that. All right. 1034. Let me look at this NQ. And you're on a 292 tick chart, right? 1034. Because I think I saw your original entry on. Let's go to 1034 and look at that one. 34. Okay. You got stopped out on that one? That was a long, right? Was that correct? You got stopped out on that one? So you pulled your stop too tight. That's all you did on that. Your stop should have been behind the consolidation to the left of your mouse, your pointer. You see what I'm talking about? Look to the left of so your stop should have been. No, no, go back to the right a little bit. Down to the consolidation. Here, look at my screen. 1034. So on, wait, where's it at? 1034. So you're you had this consolidation right here. So your stop should have been behind this wick until it pushed higher. It should have been behind that wick. That's the only thing you did wrong with that one. The other one you couldn't help, it just bounced off a level. The other one you had at 12 that just reversed on you. That well, you were playing that momentum candle and it's still gonna bounce off levels. So that's nothing you can do about that. The trade right after that at 12, whatever it was, at 12, right after the 1234 trade or 1251 trade, whatever that one was, that was a better. Let me see it. That was not a, that was a pretty good trade. The one after that one. Right. Oh wow, nice. Well, I think that's a function of your entries timing. I really it usually is a function of the entries. Usually, most of the time, it's a function of the entries. Yeah, yeah. You practice on like this one. Here's this isn't a proper setup, but if I'm looking at this as an entry, I can't enter this trade until. Um, this is a fun ride. This is fun, guys. Fun guy. What? You calling me a fun guy? What? Um, so let's look at this as a structure here. So assuming that price came up, um, assuming that price came up to here, okay, and started stalling out, this is a big area. You really can't take this. There's two options on taking this as a short. One is when you see this candle form that takes off and it pushes up and starts to give a tail and it turns red and takes off, you could take that candle. But the only other candle you have to get into a trade with this structure is that one that breaks out of the full consolidation. Does that make sense? That should, yeah. I think you're just getting in too late or too early. You're probably just getting in too early, to be honest with you. Yeah. No. Well, and just being like where you're at with this too, as far as learning wise, you're at a point where you're going to do that stuff. And it's good that, what we talked about last week, fail fast, fail fast. You're doing things that are completely fixable. Entries are late and early and mismanagement stops. And if you're seeing the entries, you're just late or early at this point, and just mismanaging a stop at this point, you're in a good shape. You're in good shape. I mean, you're no more than a couple weeks away from actually having this down pretty good, if that's the position you're in right now. Good. What time did you have your runner this morning? Uh, I'd be interested to see what that one was on. That was good. Good. Well, start tracking your trades. Okay. My suggestion always is as soon as you're out of the trade, write it down. Write it down. Everything, because you're gonna have more clarity right after the trade of what you did good, what you did bad, what you didn't do, what you should have done. Drop a vertical line on your entry. Yeah, Michael say drop a vertical line on your entry. That's not, but it should be. You can also do it with the text markers, but whatever. Each to their own. It's not a bad ES trade, huh? What do you say? Right. I might be a little bit of a sell signal starting to set up on the NQ. It's just not pretty. It needs to go a little bit higher, I think. Higher and higher. Okay, let's look and see where she go. Couple update a couple update a couple zones here. If history says anything, we should be able to get down to this next level down here at 66.87. I think that's what Stretch gave us support this morning too. So I'd be okay with that. Somewhere down here on 88 or 87. Then maybe we get another level lower, 70, 79-ish. It's a junky setup, but it's setting up for the short, guys. It's just not quite baked yet. Let's see on the ES. Oh, I did the ES first. What was that level from the other day? Oh, it's down here. Again, 800-ish level. We should be able to get that one now. Oh, you got the pop up now. You got a little push up now. So that should be pretty good. Meaning that you probably get your short opportunity here in just a second. So you start looking for the setup, is what I'm saying. So start looking for this to set up, meaning slow down in price, get smaller candles, that stuff, like what's happening right now. And that's an easy one right there. Boom. Target's off. Oh, Didn't want to do it. Trying to pull the rug out from under you. There's an M forming too. A little bit of an M. So now, again, you need a candle that either takes over the whole structure, or ends in a tail, or just one that red one that forms instantly, like in a blink of an eye. One of those three things. No, I'm already as leveraged as I need to be right now across the board. As leveraged as I need to be. So you're not getting it. You see, you're not getting the indecision candle. You're not getting one that forms fast. No real. No, you put your stop in a spot. I mean, this should be a very. So the thought would be you would have gotten into the trade at around 895. Okay, you'll have a target off at your 7 points, but then you just leave your stop back. Your stop stays back until this starts happening. Now you can start squeezing your stop a little bit. Now we have a new stop on ES. 325, 350. D nice. You want to do 350 on the ES or leave it here at 650? We're so deep into this. We're only, it'd be 30 points deep. That's silly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use 350 because it might want to start reversing on us a little bit. Let's see. I got my M and Q spots where I want them. Yeah, those are all around the board where I want the orders to be at. Don't want to get too heavy on that, but this should be a pretty simple little sell signal here. And see, it comes back and tries to get you. That's a common thing. That's gonna be a common thing on the NQ. There's off very often will it do, and it may just be reversing now too, but very often you'll see like the little setup here. You got this nice little M that formed, and then a leg lower, and then it'll come back up and just go just right below the swing high. And they're just while they're doing it at that point, typically it's taking a novice stop before pushing it back in that direction. Now, again, this could be a different case because it's not setting up that way. But had this finished with this tail here, this one, and this finished with a red candle, this would be off to the races down here. Boop. Now that it hasn't, we have to see it go back up to. Here's something cool to talk about. We got to see it go back up to. It's going to take me flat on that ES trade. Oh well. But you most likely see this probably push back up to 927. 926 would be a decent little short from that one. From level to level. Every time a structure gets broken, price is typically going to go to the next level. Next level.